Hunter x Hunter. Not the anime. Slow your roll. Calm your ass down. But that's still not a bad thing. It's a Canadian thriller horror film that is directed and written by Sean Linden. A fur trapper leaves his wife and daughter behind to kill a rogue wolf in the remote wilderness. But they soon become increasingly worried when a severely injured man shows up to disrupt their peaceful existence. Whoa. Whoa. What was this? Look, I'm gonna get right down to the point. I did not expect this movie to be such a thrilling ride. This movie has literally excited me, and it has pulled me in. I love this movie from start to finish. This movie, even though it's a survival thriller horror movie, this movie is more about suspense. It's more about trying to let everything sink in very slowly, and it does it very well with the pacing, the character development, the dialogue, and when things come into place, when everything begins to fall into motion, you get dived in. You get dived in very quickly, as if like the thrilling and the tension is not enough. And I'm just talking about those. When the action happens, you don't just get pulled in, but at the same time, you get shocked as certain characters do get killed off. You'll be surprised who gets killed off and who lives in this film. And that's what I loved about this movie too, is because even though there are characters in this film that do pull their weights with their characters, and when like how things are getting written in paper, especially with one of the mains, Assault, which is played by Devin Sawa. He did a fantastic job of what was given to him. I loved his performance. Now, as the story progresses, as I mentioned, which Assault, he begins to hunt and begins to notice that there are something with the environment as he begins to see bodies all over the place as he continues his search. And I recommend you people to not watch the trailer. The trailer will spoil everything. It even shows some parts of the ending, and I cut it out because I had to put it in the headline, but I did not put nothing on there that's going to take away from the film's package. When indie films, they are very common of showing a lot of good shit in their trailer just so they can pull you in. But I recommend you don't watch the trailer. Please don't. Now, back to Assault's character. Before he goes away to try to track down if it's a wolf or if it's somebody that's lying low, we get pretty attached to his character as he begins to teach his daughter how to survive, teach her how to track down wolf scents to see if it is a wolf or if it's any other animal. We get attached to his character a lot, and as the development grows on, as he begins to show more expression and emotion towards the daughter and the wife character. Now, as he leaves to try to track this person down or track down the wolf, we get time to get to know the daughter and the wife character. Now, the daughter character, I love her character, like I mentioned, but at the same time, she begins to teach the mother character how to survive as well, because the mother character, all she does is she just collects the animals that that they've hunted and trade them in, and at the same time, she cooks food for them. So while this happens, she has to learn how to survive also, just in case if something happens to the husband. So the daughter ends up teaching her ways of how to skin animals, how to do this, how to do this outside and stuff, and just certain ways of just common survival tactics. And all that plays a part. All that plays a part later on in the film. So these things do matter. There's no filler scenes. There's no unnecessary dialogue. Everything on this film is polished and on script that is necessary, that's going to take place in the future run on this film. And the ending where, when things begin to sum up, when things begin to fall in place, when everything begins to make sense, I loved it. Probably one of the best endings I've seen since the Writers of Justice. If you haven't seen my Writers of Justice film review, I will put it in the description box, or I might put it in the ending link of this review. This movie really excited me. I really did love this movie. The ending was like, I would recommend anybody that is into like good twists and good like dark turns into movies like this, check out Hunter x Hunter. You will not be sorry. This movie has really satisfied me to the point where, not just from the perspective of what the film is about, but fearing that my characters in this film could get killed. There were certain things in this film that I was surprised that happened, but it shows you what would happen in moments like this where survival is necessary. I keep saying this, but I have to keep mentioning it. People don't like it when these things happen in thriller and horror films, but what do you expect? I don't want my characters to have all these plot armor details to the point where it makes us expect that they won't die when the odds are stacked, when the odds are stacked against them. I want my character to be at the brink of defeat, and I want to fear my character dying in a film. It makes it more engaging. And Hunter x Hunter has done this in a perfect way. You guys won't be sorry if you like horror films, slasher films, thriller films, or just films that keeps you on the edge of your seat and just get the creep factor synced in. This movie has done it in a way where it would even this movie would make you feel uncomfortable in good ways. I'm gonna have to give Hunter x Hunter an A+. I'm pretty sure, like, for those who already seen the film can already agree to my rating. Now, when I give movies an A+, it is the highest rating, but at the same time, I don't want people to think that the movie is perfect. The movie is not perfect. Not just this one, but just movies in general that I give it the highest rating. This movie does have flaws, but what I give movies an A+ is because, first of all, you have to get everything situated correctly. The direction of the film, the cinematography, the dialogue, and what the film replicates itself to be. Is it a horror film, slasher film, comedy film, drama film, romance film? If it fails on any of those aspects, then that's where I take a point down. Now, if it passes on each of those aspects, then that's where I give it good praise. With Hunter x Hunter, this movie passes on all those aspects. And what I love about the film the most is that the ending. I loved how everything fell in place. Like I mentioned, the ending, not just everything began to fall in motion, but how everything got executed. And not only that, but just tracking down what it was and getting to the bottom of the situation. The ending is very poetic and very gory, very satisfying. I love horror and gore films. I do. And Hunter x Hunter has really, it won me. It won me a lot. Well, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say for today. Please stay tuned for more of my upcoming reviews and videos coming your way. This is your Critic teacher, and you guys have a good day.